Hello, and welcome to the M&M Show. I'm Michelle, and we have the lovely Emma with us. And we are in the process of wrapping up our month of November, and our word is contribution. So, wow, that's kind of heavy. So, Emma, what do you think of that? What would you like to say about that word?
Well, I think one of the really interesting things about the word itself is when with the M&M show, even having the word in sort of my subconscious or whatever it is. But it was so funny. I went to go for a run the other day and I was waiting for my running buddy to join me. And so we meet at these tennis courts and they're run down and they're not great courts, but out there are these two players and playing tennis and look like, pretty much for the first time, they were just sort of having a hit and a giggle. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to go onto that court and I'm going to let them know that about the M&M show, the word of the month,
Right.
contribute. I said, do you mind if I give you a few pointers? And they, of course, they loved it. And so I just gave them, it felt really good to like jump on a tennis court. It's like, it's something that I was waiting for my friend anyway. So I had the time and just to, impact two people and help them just fall in love with tennis a bit quicker. Because the way they were trying to rally from, baseline to baseline, it was two balls. And I said, listen, let's just bring it into the service boxes and try this and, keep the racket and the strings closer together. So just a couple little tips and they were like, oh, this is so good. And they were smiling and laughing and it just felt good to be able to just do that. And I thought there's so many things that we can do that's within our skill set to contribute, just little things that we can do to contribute. And so that's really been top of my mind. And with the full moon, of course, last Friday, I was like, all of a sudden, all these things just started falling into place for me. So what about you? How's it been for you?
Well, that's a great question. I'm processing and I feel like I've been in a bit of a silo and that kind of my world has been revolving around cardio tennis. So I do realize that I'm contributing a lot in that area which it all comes down to, empowering and elevating our tennis and fitness professionals. But I'm going to just tag on to your little park story because I always contribute in a similar way. Haven't been able to do it recently because I haven't been on court, but I contribute where I see those people struggling on the tennis court in the public parks. And I'm the one that goes up to them and gives them a red ball, an orange ball, a green ball, depending on what they need, because they're playing with the yellow ball and nothing's happening. And the frustration is clearly on their faces. And I have my method of doing it. And I just say, hey, would you mind if I help you out here a little bit? And of course, I usually get a little bit of a weird look as I present these balls. And I just say, try these. It's going to make your life easier. And then I'll watch them out of the corner of my eye. And within 5-10 minutes, they're looking at me and they're doing what? They're giving me the thumbs up because the ball makes a difference. So I think we like to contribute at whether it's a public park or a facility or country clubs. That is a contribution.
Yeah.
So that's what I've got for contribute.
I love it, and I love even just asking for permission. Just to contribute with your skill set, but just that little, hey, do you mind if?
Do you mind? Exactly. Is it okay if? Right.
Yeah. So I think that's really important. Let us know how Contribute has affected you in the month of November, and we'll catch everyone next week. Bye for now.